Now, you're probably, after this going, I thought church was supposed to be happy. I thought this was a place to find hope. Some of you aren't bothered at all because you're going to use this all week. Honey, you're going to mow the lawn? Why? Why should I? Vanity, vanity, you heard the pastor. All right, you're not even going to work tomorrow. I mean, some of you, you're like, are you kidding me? I love this series already. This is my favorite series ever that you've ever preached. Vanity, vanity. You came here and you're going, what? Golly, this is horrible, Matt. Thank you. This is horrible. I came to church feeling good. We woke up. My wife and I had a great breakfast. We were talking about how things are coming together. And then we come here and you're like, welcome to church. Everything stinks. We hate it all. Yeah. Well, there's something happening here. There's something happening here. We're going to come back to this at the end of every message for the next 12 to 14 weeks. Until you honestly, and I am not foolish enough to pretend that you're going to do this, but some will. Until you are ready to honestly evaluate life under the sun, until you are ready to really look at your life and see what the real meaning is there or real lack of meaning is there, until you're ready to do that, you're stuck on the treadmill. But if you finally will slow down enough to look, when you come to the same conclusion as Solomon, that is the beginning of the development of the sixth sense. The problem is 5 senses looking at earth. In order for life to have meaning, there has to be the development of a sixth sense that we will call, for the rest of this series, faith. And that sixth sense has the power to take us beyond the sun. Not just focus what's under the sun, but faith gives us the ability to see what's beyond it. Now, I've said this to you from day one around here. Everybody knows something's broken in the world. Now, you're at church, and so let me tell you what we believe. We believe that what happened to the world is that the fall of man, sin, entered into the world. And if you're a guest with us this morning, really not in church a lot, you're probably going, oh, here we go with the sin stuff. Let me just define sin as best as I can for you, because I know some of you are just ready for me to pounce on you and tell you what beverage to drink and what games to play and where you can go and where you can't go. That'll never be me. That'll never be me. What I will tell you is this. My favorite definition of sin comes from a philosopher named Soren Kierkegaard. I don't recommend all of Kierkegaard. Sometimes he goes loony, all right? But some of his stuff is brilliant. And Soren Kierkegaard said that sin was finding, and I want to quote him. I want to make sure I don't butcher this here, all right? Sin is building your self-worth on anything other than God. Because when you take now follow me here. When you take a good thing, all right? Remember the 6 things we mentioned? All right? Religion, power, wealth, pleasure, friends. You take those 6 things. They're good things. They are not intrinsically evil things. They are good things. But when you look right at me. When you take a good thing and you make it an ultimate thing, you have ensured that thing will drive you into the ground. Are you tracking with me? When you take a good thing and you make it an ultimate thing, you have absolutely guaranteed that thing is going to drive you into the ground. I'll give you some easy examples. You can make the ultimate goal of your life wealth, and you can spend all your time on it, and you can accumulate it, and you can buy a house that you rarely even get to go into because you're working 15-hour days, and you can accumulate a massive fortune, and in the end, you're going to be painted up like a clown, put in a box, and buried. I'm not being crass. I'm being absolutely honest with you. Vanity. It's all about, okay, so pick another one. Religion. Christ didn't come to start some new religion. He came to bring the kingdom. What, friends? It's vanity. It's vanity. Vanity. It's meaningless if we don't have the sixth sense that brings meaning to it. So this circular silliness that we find ourselves caught up in, it needs someone from beyond the sun to come break it. So the scriptures tell us that Christ comes, John 10:10 said, to give us life to the full. You want to hear like a really good translation of what's going on in John 10:10? I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly, or life to the full. Is he's basically saying this: you're living and you're breathing, but you're not alive. You're just existing. In me, there's life. You're existing, but you're not living. I have come so that you might have life, what you were created for. Now, all of a sudden, these things do have meaning. Now, all of a sudden, when this happens, money can just be money. Like money no longer becomes our master. We don't have to have it to have some kind of social status. It just becomes money. So we can give it away or buy a house and it doesn't own us. Christ removes the futility and vanity from the soul and brings about the purpose that you and I are dying for. Everything else under the sun is running on a treadmill. My hope is that you'll start to honestly evaluate life, and that might lead you to look beyond the sun, and that we might develop even more fully the sixth sense of faith. Let's pray.